Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting video of mine. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to resolve this issue of duplicated RC number that CAC is doing. So I noticed that since the year began, 2026 began, there's been like this issue has been very common. It's been so rampant. I honestly didn't even notice on time until a client drew my attention to the fact that his registration had a similar, not even exact reg number with another entity entirely. And that was when I began to ask questions to know what exactly was going on. And then I had to like check other previous ones that I've done in most recent time to see if they had the same issue. And surprisingly, some of them had the same issue. You can just imagine. So now if you're so there's really no fast route to this. Okay, so there are different scenarios. Okay, so depending on when the company was approved. Okay, so like I was saying, now if you registered a business or a company name between I don't even know, when exactly they started, but I observed they started like um since like the year began, basically, or towards the tail end of January to February. This has been like when this whole thing has been happening, like concurrently, like consistently. So I'm going to profile um I don't even know how many solutions I want to profile, but just listen carefully, okay? So the first thing you may want to do is to actually check that company, right? You want to check the company, the affected company. You want to check it on the public search portal. Now, when you're checking it on the public search portal, do not use the name, okay? Do not use the name of the company. Instead of using the name, use the RC number. Because if you use the name, it might not show that the company is sharing the same RC with another company. Okay, so the way you would know if it is actually sharing RC with another company is for you to copy the RC number and paste in the public search box. Okay, so um for basically, yeah, that's how you can get to know if the company reg number is being duplicated. All right, so I'm going to show you that is affected, one of it that is affected by this issue. Okay, so now that's okay. Let me just give you all of the instances, then I would go into showing you practically. Now, I had about 4 to 5 companies that was registered between this period that I mentioned right now. One of them, as at 3 days back when I checked, I discovered it was sharing RC with not one of them, about three or four of them was sharing RC with another company. I was like, what's going on here? Now, this is the funny part of it. I've had to send the document to the client already. I've sent them the document immediately their approval was done. I've sent them their document already. I just thought to myself, okay, if a recent one that I did was having that issue, I felt like let me just track back and check the previous ones, like the most recent ones, and see if they also had the same issue. Lo and behold, I discovered that they had the same issue. You can imagine. And that the funniest part of it is that I have sent this document to the clients. Okay. So now what I did was I gave it some time to see if they would rectify the issue by themselves, I mean from their own end, because sometimes those kind of issues, I mean, I heard from someone that sometimes they just rectify it on their end, right? So I just decided to be patient because, of course, you cannot even run faster than CAC. If they are not ready to do it, they are not ready to do it. So what I did, right, was what's wrong with this? My internet. Okay, sorry about that. Now, what I had to do was to calm down, right? Give it like a period of like 3 to 4 days and check back. Now, this is what happened after I checked back in about 3 to 4 days of the approval of those companies. What I discovered is some of them, the RC number, because even at some point it was not even showing on the portal. Some were not showing on the portal. Some was showing, but it was showing that it was duplicated, like the same RC with another company, with another business name. So one thing I discovered again is that the entity that the company you register, or the business name you register would be, uh, let me use company now, that your company that you register will be clashing with, is going to be a business name. It's definitely not going to be a company. I've not seen that. I have not experienced that. Then if it is a business name that is having a clashed number, is going to be is going to be with a company. So if a business name has that, it's definitely that the company was registered before the business name. And if a company has that, it's going to be that the business name was registered before the company. That's what I have come to find out in this their whole glitch. So now, this is what you want to do. First of all, you want to check the RC number, like I earlier said, right? So I said I gave it some period, I gave it some time to check back on it. Now, this will happen. Some of them, when I go back to check, I discovered that it was now showing. Okay, so now some of them were showing on the portal with the same RC number. It was showing the name of the entity, and this time around, there's no other entity with the same name, in that, with the same RC. Okay, I mean, sorry, with the same RC. There's no entity with that same RC. That's what I discovered. The other ones, some of them, I discovered that the RC number, right? Now, let me show you something. Now, for example, this particular company here, this RC number that is appearing here, this is the original RC number that came with the certificate, and this is the RC number that was clashing with that of another entity, right? Now, when I went back to search this RC number on the portal, I discovered that this RC number was not showing me anything. It wasn't showing me anything. I was wondering what was going on, right? So what I had to do was, I just randomly thought to myself, because honestly, it's not like I got this information from anybody. I mean, the Holy Spirit, of course. So I went to this action part, and I just I clicked on view stroke generate thing. When I did that, when you do this, you can download the certificate from this section, right? And that's the best way. I always recommend that you download your certificates. When I did this, I downloaded a new certificate. I checked on the certificate to see the RC number on it, and I discovered that the RC number has changed. Hey, CS is performing wonders. The RC number has changed. So what I had to do was copy the RC number from that new certificate download that I made, search it on the public search platform, and then lo and behold, this company name appeared on the portal, this time around without any other entity clashing with it. So I think this is what you want to do, right? Okay, so for this one, yes, that's actually what I got. And then I checked another one. This one was an incorporated trustee registration I did. Funny enough, I discovered that the number that was issued to this trustee is the number of a company. Okay, so now I understand that incorporated trustees usually have IT beside theirs RC, but even with that, they're not meant to have the same number. They're not meant to have the same number with another entity, whether it is IT or RC or whatever. So I have to resolve that. Now that brings me to the third solution, right? If these two other solutions have not worked for you, um if you have checked, it's still showing the same, it's still showing that it's clashing with another entity, and then you re-downloaded the certificate is still showing that it is still the same old RC that is clashing with another entity. The next thing you want to do is to send CAC an email. Okay, so go to your Gmail, open your Gmail, send a mail to helpdesk@cac.gov.ng. I'm going to put the emails in the description. Helpdesk@cac.gov.ng. Copy. See, at this point, I don't even know. Just send to all of them. The one that needs the information would attend to it, but the primary email you have to copy has to be helpdesk@cac.gov.ng. You have to send to helpdesk@cac.ng. Okay, I think I should just show you this, but I don't know what's going on with my internet connection this evening. I honestly don't know what's going on with my internet this evening, but what you want to do is you just really want to go on your Gmail, create a new email, send to helpdesk@cac.gov.ng, copy copy ICT@cac.gov.ng, copy SPU@cac.gov.ng, correct spu@cac.gov.ng. Copy the four of them. Then when you're done sending this email, in the email, include the name of the entity, include the RC number of the company, or the BN number of the business name, or the IT number of the NGO or church or whatever it is. Put it clearly in the description, I said description. Put it clearly in the mail, in the body of the mail. Attach a copy of the certificate of that particular affected entity as well. If you have more than one that is affected, you can add them, or you can combine. I don't mean you should merge them. You can add all of the certificates as attachments to the email you are sending, and send to this email address that I've called. Now, the next thing you want to do is to follow up with a call. Call them. I'm going to also add the help desk number. Okay. Okay, so you can also follow up with a call, right? You can call them, their help desk number, and they would ask you the email you used in sending the mail to them, and then they will escalate it from there. And hope that it is attended to on time. You know what I mean? So I hope these solutions that I profiled will be helpful to you. So let me just recap what I said again. First thing you want to do, you want to check out the RC number again to be sure that it's still clashing. If it's not clashing again, then if you check and you're not seeing anything, then chances are that they've changed the number. What you want to do is to go back and re-download the certificate and check if the RC number is now different. If it is different, congratulations. Kindly send the updated document to your clients so that they won't do things, maybe their SCUMA or bank registration or something with the old RC number, because this is crazy. This is really crazy, because I had a client that almost was about opening a bank account. I had to tell him to hold on, because I discovered that his RC number is clashing with that of another entity. They can't go on with that kind of registration, because CAC is going to eventually have to change the RC number of the company. This is actually causing a lot of issues. So please, before you even send your certificates to your client, I'll advise you, check the RC number. Once it is approved, check the RC number first on the CAC portal before you send documents to your client. Please help them save unnecessary cost. Help them save costs, please. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you need help with your registration, we are at your service. We help you to register either a business name, a company, an incorporated trustee. We can help you resolve queries. We can help you validate your tax pro max. We can help you to do tax clearance certificates. We can help you to process industrial training fund certificate, that is ITF, NSITF. We can help you process the Bureau of Public Procurement certificates. We can help you process and when it comes to documentations, whatever it is that you require, whether it's a regulatory license, a permit, or compliance document, basically renewal of those documents, whether it's your PENCOM certificate, whatever it is you want to do, we are your best bet for it. So please kindly reach out to the number I'll be adding in the description, or you see it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Bye.